Baltimore Bat.
Hello and welcome to another episode of BzG News. I am your host. My name is Barrett Courtney, and I am joined with some great co-hosts and even better friends over to the other end of the table, the bisexist from Texas, Henry Montiero. What's up, Henry? How you doing today?
Yeah.
You doing all right?
Yeah.
And to my immediate left is my favorite chunky punk, Ricky Baldazan. What's up, Ricky? Huh? That's all you got for me today?
I'm not even going to try to do what Henry did.
I apologize for starting late. Yeah. It's on me because I was taking a big-ass shit. And the thing that concerns me here is that toilet is very tiny, much like the toilet at my place. So
this news is great.
I was really scared of clogging it. So I was like, oh, jeez. Please just flush. Please just go down. Let's not start any trouble here. And I also ran out of toilet paper, but I guessed correctly. There's a little cabinet to the left of you, and I guessed correctly which drawer it was in. I was
Let's Play is weird.
That was close. That was a close one. So.
I was scared because I thought you were going to be like, and then I ran out of toilet paper. Luckily, I wore socks today.
If you don't know what we do
Luckily,
here,
the cat was in there.
If you don't know what we do here at BzG News, we are three guys and we talk about the current nerdy news, current pop culture news, and all that good stuff.
And Barrett pooping.
And me taking a poop. If you're watching this live on Twitch, the reason that we do this live on Twitch is so that you can start a conversation, a dialogue, as some of they say, with us live. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns of anything. And if you're watching this on YouTube, later on in the week, you can always check out our live Twitch show if you want to do that.
When someone pokes your neck.
Should we just go right into the news?
Yeah.
All right. So
news in the nude.
I'm just gonna pull up this picture of Snoop Dogg real quick.
Okay.
Neff.
Because it is National Dog Day. I just wanna. Take a moment to appreciate all of the dogs out there. Snoop Dogg.
Should we put that on the screen?
I wish I could, Henry. I wish I could.
And this is bullshit.
Yeah.
This is all bullshit.
Okay.
I had no idea.
If you can figure it out, if you can do it right now, go ahead.
I just draw a dog on the camera.
I'm really the one who's in charge of the camera here, so.
I did not know that today was National Dog Day.
Yeah, so go home, go kiss Lola. All that good.
Go worship Nate Dogg. May he rest in peace.
Yeah. I sadly can't be with my dog today. Not because she's dead or anything. She's
not.
She's just like 60 miles away, and I don't feel like driving all the way down there for her to just be like, huh, I don't remember you. Huh.
I'm going to spend time with my kitty.
It's not National Cat Day.
Not National Cat
Every
Day.
day's National Cat Day in this household, my man.
So, going right into, just wanted to say that. Just happy National Dog Day for all you dog lovers out there. Now, going on, I usually want to jump into the news sort of stuff, but the first thing I want to do is pull up Metacritic here and just look at the games that have come out this week and look at their score. So, Until Dawn came out. It's getting a lot of good reviews. Right now, it only has a 79 on Metacritic, but what I've heard from the people that I trust, it might be one of their favorite games of the year. Because of every little decision that you make can end in like 9 different ways at the very end.
Yeah.
One person can be killed. Everybody could be killed by the end. It's all up to you. And that intrigues me a lot. And if it goes on sale at any point, hopefully in the next couple months, I will probably pick it up. But right now, I'm focusing my money towards Mad Max, which will come out September 1st.
That's exactly what I'm doing too after we saw that gameplay.
And then Gears of War. Yeah, you thought Mad Max was like a MMO or something.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a strictly online thing because I wasn't really paying attention to Mad Max at all. And then once we saw the gameplay, I was like, what did I ask you? I was just like, so if another person kills you, do you have to start over with your car or something? And you were like, what do you mean? And I was just like, when you're playing online, you're like, this is a story mode game.
I would love a Mad Max MMO. That would be awesome.
Like I think it's a cool idea, but I'm so glad it's a story-based game.
A lot of people are saying it's sort of like this year's Shadow of Mordor, because like when you hear Shadow of Mordor, you're just like, all right, whatever. And then people actually saw the gameplay and were interested, in much like this with Mad Max, because the first time you hear about it, you're like,
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah,
then you finally see gameplay of it, and you're like, oh, this could actually work out and be interesting and fun.
It's literally...
And it's also WB doing it this time.
It's literally like Shadow of Mordor and Rage had a baby, and I like that. I kind of like that.
You play it at the end, it turns out to just be the next installment in the Arkham series.
What?
Because it's WB games.
I don't know.
Yeah, the fighting mechanics are a lot like of the Arkham series, which a lot of people are sort of hesitant about, but I personally don't mind. They say, oh, it's going to feel too much like Batman. I feel like it's going to just feel genuine. I feel like it's going to fit in nicely because I think that fighting style fits in with that universe, but also that fighting mechanic is just so good.
Yeah.
It didn't work as much with the Shadow of Mordor, and here's why. Because you have all the weapons, and you're using swords and shit, and there are too many, like, possibilities of, like, how you can finish people off and how you can take them down.
Yeah.
It became too much almost like a shoot 'em up in a way, where at one point it was just about how many people can you kill in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And
was
but from what I've seen of Mad Max, it's sort of just like
straightforward, more like Batman.
it's combat, it's hand-to-hand combat and all that stuff. So it's not I don't think it'll be too out of place.
Yeah, the thing that I like about the Arkham version of that fighting style versus the Shadow of Mordor one is, like, playing the Shadow of Mordor one, I just felt, like, too stressed out because of how many enemies they send your way and how many combinations you end up being forced to do because of that gameplay. But I like the Arkham one more because it kind of cuts off the bullshit and I can pay attention to everything else more, less of, like, fighting and killing more people, blah, 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 all that stuff. I can actually focus on collecting stuff.
It's like how with God of War you have different uses of weapons to use, but you're just going to use the swords, and
exactly
that's completely fine because that's the most fun part of that game.
Exactly, yeah. It doesn't need all that stuff to be, like, fun. That kind of fighting style cuts the bullshit and lets me focus on everything else.
Now, going back to the shit.
Yeah.
So
sorry, it just looks like you're smelling your hand being...
No, I am. So going back to my poop from earlier.
Oh, no.
That's what I meant by when I said shit.
Yeah.
So I'm washing my hands. You guys have, like, the Mickey Mouse...
Yeah?
Method soap.
No. It smells like fucking Fruit Loops.
Yeah? Right? And that's what I thought the other day.
The
I was
Mickey
like,
Mouse
nah.
Method Man?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, the last game score I want to talk about is Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. 95 on Metacritic, which is very, very impressive.
I'm surprised. I thought that Gears would have been higher.
Gears, I think probably the one thing with Gears, I personally don't know. I don't own a Xbox One right now. The score on Metacritic, and we'll put the link in right here for you guys. For anybody who's in the chat, it's at an 82 right now, which I don't think is too surprising. I think the first Metal Gear, or not Gears of War.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Gears of War.
They both have the word gear in it. Gears of War, it might just not come with as much stuff as a lot of these HD re-releases or collections do. Like, for example, I was playing the Mega Man Legacy Collection yesterday, and it comes with, like, a lot of bonus shit. So I imagine it's just, like, the basic game just looks prettier. That's it.
Yeah.
So, but Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, we want to give our congratulations to Hideo Kojima, and only Hideo Kojima.
Damn.
For the great score in what is most likely 99.99%, I'm sure, his last Metal Gear game. So, props to you. A lot of people are liking it. The only complaint I've heard is sparse story, which might be done on purpose to bring people in to play it. For people who are intimidated by Metal Gear Solid story never fucking makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
So they might have done it to sort of pull back on the story and make other people want to come in, which is a smart move.
Right.
I just know it got to 39.
We did a Let's Play of Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, which will come up this Friday if you want to check that out.
Neither of us made any sense of it.
Yeah, because I've never played a Metal Gear game before, so I was just like...
He was just shooting people.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I can't.
It was fun, though. Once I started getting the groove and understanding what the gameplay was like, I was having a lot of fun.
You kept playing after I left?
No.
I'm
too busy. That's the problem. I'm too busy. Like, when we're not doing Let's Plays, I'm probably... Like, the most I've played outside of a Let's Play was yesterday playing Mega Man Collection. I still recorded a Let's Play yesterday, but then I actually went on and continued playing Mega Man.
I haven't played a video game since our last Let's Play we did.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
I'm drained.
Meanwhile, I beat all 4 of the Arkham games.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's going to be starting to be harder for me. I'm glad Mad Max is sort of coming out at the beginning of the semester where I don't have to focus on as much schoolwork. Yeah. But it's like I've looked at like my schedule of like what's due when, and I'm going to get real fucking busy like real quick. So
imagine the Mad Max game, but it was made by Burger King back when they were doing those games.
What?
I don't know why. I just got into my head Mad Mac, Hungry Road.
Next up on our news.
So next up, the next piece of news that we want to talk about, the PlayStation Plus for September and the games with gold for PS4 and Xbox One, respectively. Those are all up, and we're going to compare them right now. So for games with gold, I'm going to say this first because I want to save best for last. Right. Best meaning that
we own
PlayStations are more relevant to us. So I'm going to talk about this. Games with gold right now, the Deer God, which I saw gameplay of, and it looks awesome. Mm-hmm. It's like it's one of those like really cool like indie games, side scroller sort of adventure where you're playing as a deer, and it's just one of those games where I was like, man, I wish I owned an Xbox because it's Xbox exclusive. So. Right. Then you got Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, which is smart for them because Tomb Raider's going to be coming out soon.
And no one's going to buy it.
No one's going to buy it because everybody's going to be playing Fallout 4. Battle Station Specific and Crysis 3. All games with gold. Did you guys ever play any Crysis games?
No. I played the third one.
You played the third one? How do you like that one?
It's another one of those games where the storyline is god awful, but the gameplay and the idea of it is like so cool that it made it better. Like I just wanted to play it just to be in this guy in this fucking suit sneaking
just to
around,
be in this guy.
Destroying
be in this guy.
Man, now I have to play this game.
I think it's a pretty cool game. Just storyline.
And then PS Plus games that we are getting free starting September 4th.
Mm-hmm. Smash Mouth the Experience.
Grow Home. Which is one of the games that you got to vote for.
Yeah.
Really cool looking adventure game where you play as like this little robot dude.
Really cool.
Super Time Force Ultra. I have no idea what this game is, but that name in itself.
Super Time Force Ultra.
Yeah.
Crazy Superstar.
Ultra Mega Hyper Edition.
And then we got Zeo Drifter, and I think those are all for the PlayStation 4. And then for the PlayStation 3, you get Twisted Metal, Tesla Grad, and I think for PS Vita,
Who cares?
Mulana X.
I'm downloading Twisted Metal for my PS3.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I forget that you still have a PS3.
Because
you live in the past.
Because I live in the past.
So yeah, just my one complaint is that with PS Plus, I think the one AAA game that we've ever gotten for PS Plus is Injustice.
When did that come out?
That came out a year ago, but it was free. It was free in January.
What do you mean by AAA game?
Like just main a big title.
BioShock Infinite.
For PS4.
Oh, for PS4. Yeah,
something that's fucking relevant.
Yeah, Grim Fandango? Grim Fandango?
Grim Fandango was never a free game.
No.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
When the hell did I get it?
Then yeah, you're right. That's
the only one for PS4, and it's sort of. I just want a couple.
Yeah.
I don't care if they're older or whatever, but
I just want
a couple. Try them out, you know. All right. Next piece of news over at IGN. I was about to say J.J. Abrams. I was about to say J.J. Abrams writes because it's right here.
Yeah.
But no, Jim Voyeta writes, Star Wars The Force Awakens, Kylo Ren is not a Sith, and the First Order are basically Nazis. J.J. Abrams spills the beans. Now, he writes, Star Wars The Force Awakens director J.J. Abrams has cleared up some details about the nature of new villains Kylo Ren and the First Order. In a chat with Empire, Abrams stated, Kylo Ren is not a Sith, which is very interesting, very intriguing.
Yeah. I
sort of like where this is going.
Yeah.
He works under Supreme Leader Snoke, who is a powerful figure on the dark side of the Force. So it's almost like a Grievous situation.
Yeah,
where Grievous is sort of like working, and Grievous actually really likes that character.
I did too.
And because
to a certain extent,
because Revenge of the Sith is the only one worth watching from the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Because it was just interesting of, like, the relationship of, like, yeah, he was working for these guys, but he wasn't really a Sith.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't really let him in. Like, when
Dooku
was killed, it's not like he went to Grievous and was like, okay, you're my apprentice now.
Grievous did whatever he wanted.
Yeah. And then... But it's sort of the statement about, okay... He continues, Abrams also shed more light on the nefarious organization dubbed First Order. That all came out of conversation about what would have happened if Nazis all went to Argentina, but then started working together again. So, no fucking duh, the First Order are a bunch of Nazis.
Yeah.
Basically, like, the Empire was sort of based off of...
They're called the Empire.
I know.
Yeah,
they're based off of Hitler's Third Reich and... just this whole evil coming to try to take over.
It's no surprise.
And it's like, thanks for spelling that out for us. We got it. It was sort of cool because it was like an unspoken thing where it was like, yeah, like they're basically like Nazis, but no one officially.
But now they're
officially
Nazis.
saying it. It's just like, yeah, you fucking ruined it.
Now they're officially
Nazis. So that's
Nazis.
why Harrison Ford came back. Got to kick some more Nazi ass. Han Solo.
Harrison Ford.
Indiana Jones.
Harrison Ford confirmed as Indiana Jones in this new Star Wars movie. God damn it.
Why'd it have to be Wampas?
All right, continuing on.
Ooh.
I'm at my wit's end with pre-order bonuses. Okay. Arkham Knight was going to be the last one.
Yeah.
And now it's like. Especially with our next piece of news is Assassin's Creed centric here. I'm done with getting Assassin's Creed early. Stop getting in on the first day. All this stuff. But this is some bullshit right here. Luke Carmali at IGN writes, Assassin's Creed Syndicate pre-order bonus includes Dickens and Darwin, which is bullshit because they talked about Dickens and Darwin being in the actual game when they announced it.
Yeah.
But now it's like you got to pre-order it to get it. Because they know those characters. They know those characters are going to be what draws people in. That's the best thing about Assassin's Creed is being friends with Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah.
And two of the biggest names in this era.
What they actually
but
mean
you
is
have to get the pre-order.
What they actually mean is you just get to play as them. They're just like modded character maps.
The two Charles have managed to get involved in a conspiracy, and judging by the trailer below, it seems like it's going to take a fair bit of work for you to sort everything out. It's not currently known if the pair will be making any appearances in the game outside of these missions. Anyone who doesn't fancy pre-ordering the game, more than understandable considering the state of Assassin's Creed Unity launch, will be able to pick up the missions up. Will be able to pick the missions up via a post-launch DLC bundle. Okay. If the game is good, and it's getting good reviews, I'll pick it up, and then I'll get the DLC. I didn't read that part later about it'll be available as DLC later.
Yeah.
Which is something I think Arkham Knight started.
Yeah.
Like, pre-order bonuses were just sort of pre-order bonuses, but now Arkham Knight's doing this thing of...
They release them later on.
Yeah, they're going to release...
that's always been a thing with, like, GameStop, because it was, like, Left 4 Dead 2, it was, like, their pre-order bonus was you get the baseball bat as a weapon, and then they just kind of put that in. Rock Band 3 had, like, 3 special songs you get that they later released for DLC. It's like, pre-order bonuses have always been, like, future DLC that you just get early.
The interesting thing, though, that I do agree with you there, and I forgot about those, that Arkham Knight, the pre-order DLC, is only for people who bought the Season Pass. So if you didn't buy the Season Pass, you still don't get those.
Yeah.
So that's I think missions? That's the Scarecrow missions, Harley Quinn DLC, Red Hood DLC. Sure. Everything that was the pre-order bonus.
Yeah.
Damn it, I want to play those.
Come over to my house, girl.
Fine. I will.
I was dumb enough to pre-order and buy the Season Pass. All right. Moving on. Going through our news quick because we started late. So today I got this.
Snoop Dogg just faded into existence for a split second.
I got this from GameSpot yesterday. I collect all the so you know the organization of how the show works. I collect all the news the night before, last minute when I'm freaking out. What the fuck are we gonna talk about? So
who died?
I'm gonna read from this article, but just know that this was written yesterday. YouTube Gaming launches tomorrow. So today, YouTube Gaming launched, and I'm reading this from GameSpot.
Welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's, the website.
Zorine Tay, I totally butchered that. I apologize. Writes, Google is preparing to launch YouTube Gaming, a service focusing exclusively on gaming content. YouTube Gaming contains over 25,000 dedicated game pages, supports videos as well as live streams, and will be available today, when he writes tomorrow, August 26th, on the web and as an app. Users can add specific games to a collection to stay up to date with the latest content or subscribe to a particular channel or user to receive notifications when a live stream starts. A beta of the live streaming tools can be accessed on site. And I noticed that too, because when I go into like upload videos on our youtube.com/BzG page, we when you go into upload, there's like they've improved like what you can do with live streaming, which is interesting. Yeah. YouTube Gaming automatically pulls gaming related content so that user searches can be more relevant. For example, typing "call" into the search bar will show Call of Duty as opposed to "Call Me Maybe," which is the only example I can really think of where that is helpful.
Yeah.
Are you saying Call Me Maybe isn't better than Call of Duty?
It's not. No. YouTube Gaming was first announced in June this year. The announcement was accompanied by statistics which showed that video games were featured highly on the list of most popular content on YouTube and in Google searches. What a fucking surprise. Last year, the Google-owned YouTube reportedly attempted to buy video game live streaming service Twitch, which we are streaming on right now, twitch.tv/BzG. But the deal ultimately fell through due to antitrust concerns. After that, online retailer Amazon stepped in to buy the platform for nearly $1 billion. Amazon, you spent so much money on this Twitch site. How about you fucking improve it?
Yeah.
You spend so much money on it, but you still can only give paperclips for Prime Day.
If we end the stream from our time and then I go onto our page and the stream is still up 10 minutes before what we're doing right now, for the third week in a row, I'm gonna flip a shit. I'm gonna go back into the bathroom.
Oh no.
I'm gonna flip my shit.
Sun is side up.
Sponsored by Twitch.
So my thoughts are, I want to try out this YouTube Gaming. I want to try out this live stream. Maybe in the future we'll try to do a BzG News live on YouTube. Compare how it all works and see what we like better. And if you're sort of in our situation, I just wanted to talk about that so you can know more about live streaming services around town.
Town?
Yeah, around town.
The internet's a town. Yeah, big enough for the both of us.
Yeah.
That's why Blip shut down.
All right. Our next piece of news comes from GameSpot again. Eddie writes, No, I don't want to hear from you. No pop-up ads. No, Sony investigating Until Dawn PS4 issues. Some people who pre-ordered the PlayStation 4 horror game can't play, but Sony is working on a fix. Update, Sony has published a set of instructions for temporary workaround for the issue. That's not an official thing. If you have to tell them, oh, you have to do this very obscure bullshit to make your game maybe work, try this. The original story right here. Long in development, PlayStation 4 horror game Until Dawn finally launched today. This was yesterday. But its release isn't going exactly to plan. Fans who pre-ordered digital copies of the game are reporting that they can't play. Apparently, they are prompted with a message that reads, 128 days until available. Clearly, that's not right. Now, Sony has confirmed that it's on the case. A PlayStation support representative writes in the support forums that the company is looking into the problem. We'll update this post as more details become available. Now, I sort of ran into something sort of like this. I bought Mega Man yesterday, and I was downloading it, and it said, cannot download. I was like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. And I went into it, and it said, you need to update your PS4. And it's weird, because when I turned on my PS4, why didn't it just tell me, yo, you should update now? Because that's what it usually does. So it's weird that, it didn't do that automatically.
The same thing happened to me last year.
Uh-huh.
The weird thing is that it happened with a game called WWE 12.
So nothing of importance.
Nothing of importance.
I think something of the utmost importance.
But the game came out in 2012, and this happened to me last year, and it said not available for another 7 days. Apparently, my PS3 is just stupid.
All right. So a lot of the Snoop Dogg picture keeps popping up on my computer for some reason. So a lot of movies came out this last weekend.
Yep.
That were not reviewed so highly. We got Hitman, which people stop trying to make Hitman a thing. We don't give a fuck.
No one cares about it.
It had like the one good game, like 10 to 8 years ago or whatever, and then that was it. Stop.
I don't care how much you want his barcode tattoo on the back of your neck. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do that shit.
Unless you unless you can get it so you can just scan for free meals.
Now, Hitman was ultimately received as god awful. Yeah. There's another movie that came out.
Looks like I know what I'm seeing.
That was reviewed with like mixed reviews. Right now, I think it's on like a 50 on Metacritic or something.
I heard it was great.
Snoop Dogg.
No.
True.
Here's the thing, and I'm going to talk about this one specific movie. American Ultra writer goes on Twitter rant after a movie flops. In quotes, "Our original idea is over." Dan Audie at GameSpot writes, "Last weekend's box office chart was notable for the disappointing performance of the 3 new releases, none of which could unseat Straight Outta Compton or Mission Impossible Rogue Nation from the top slots. Finishing in 6th place behind The Man from U.N.C.L.E. and the largely panned Hitman Agent 47 and Sinister 2 was the one original movie on the chart. The action comedy American Ultra." Wait, what?
I know that I read that really weird.
Oh, okay. Finishing in 6th place. In 6th place behind The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Hitman Agent 47, and Sinister 2, the action comedy American Ultra.
Okay.
Now, the film screenwriter Max Landis has gone on a multi-tweet rant about the state of Hollywood and how hard it is for a non-sequel, remake, or reboot to find an audience. Is this just going to become a weekly thing where if you don't come out with an interesting enough movie that you're just going to blame everyone else? Yeah. Go fuck yourself, you privileged fucks who are complaining, "You guys don't want to see my movie that should be Oscar nominated." Get the fuck out of here. If you don't know how to, market your movie and all that good stuff, it's just not gonna do well. You know what? Let's see. Let's go to the actual tweets. He talked about how it's impossible for a non-sequel, remake, or reboot to find an audience. Birdman was, a fucking hit last year.
Inside Out.
Ex Machina. Ex Machina. You just have to establish.
You have to make a good movie.
Yeah. You have to make a good movie, and you have to establish your footprint in Hollywood and make your name known and do good stuff. Just because you wrote Chronicle, Max Landis, doesn't make you a fucking god. Sorry.
I'm telling you everything with Chronicle's going downhill.
The director from Chronicle thought he was a god, and then Fantastic Four tanked, so...
Yeah.
We're going to read his full tweet rant here.
I'm ready to get the popcorn.
I tweeted at him, too. So here's an interesting question. American Ultra finished dead last at the box office. Behind even Mission Impossible, Man from U.N.C.L.E., American Ultra was also beaten by the critically reviled Hitman Agent 47 and Sinister, despite being a better reviewed film than either. Which leads me to a bit of a conundrum. Why? American Ultra has had good ads. No. Big stars. I'll give you that. Sort of. You got Eisenberg, you've got the chick from Twilight, but then you also got...
Eric Foreman.
Eric Foreman from the 70s show. Just stop.
Just throwing it out of nowhere.
And honestly, it's a good movie. Mm-hmm. You're too close to the situation to be saying that it's a good movie. Yeah. Certainly better in the internet's opinion than other things released the same day. If you saw it, you probably didn't hate it. So I'm left with an odd thing here, which is that American Ultra lost to a sequel reboot, a biopic, a sequel, and a reboot. You know what? That biopic was fucking amazing, so get the fuck out of here.
I'm still waiting for, that last tweet to, come to the middle, but another one keeps popping up.
It seems the reviews didn't even matter. The movie didn't matter. The argument that will be made is big-level original ideas don't...
I'm going to make a Twitter...
$sign.
I'm going to make a Twitter right now so I can tweet back at him.
Let's not be too me, damn. I was actually I tweeted back at him, I was,
No, wait. I just want to write one thing.
The question is, has that changed? I wish I could say Ultra was a bad movie, but it isn't. Divisive, sure, but better than others this week. Am I wrong? Trying to make original movies in a big way, just not a valid career path anymore for anyone but Tarantino and Nolan? That's the question. Am I wrong?
Watch your mouth.
Are original ideas over? I wanted to pose this to the public. Again, here's the thing.
Oh, are we getting into clapping?
Nolan came from fucking nowhere.
Bitch.
Started his first film was critically acclaimed. Did he have a couple others after that that weren't as good? Yeah, but he kept going. He didn't go on Twitter and bitch about it. Well, granted, we didn't have Twitter at that point.
Didn't go on Blogspot.
Oh my God, he's pressing enter after every.
Yeah, I feel like I learned a lesson here, but I have no idea what it is. I once joked, there's only so many times people will go see Thor 2. Well, there's only so many times people will go see American Ultra. Now, I'm not so sure. Got to get back to work on my TV shows, which are both adaptations. Go see American Ultra. It's really good. You bitch about losing to adaptations and all this stuff, and then yet you are working on adaptations. I'm sorry. This is just...
The dude's full of shit. He's a whiny.
Sorry about what was perceived as negativity on here. If you know me, you know I'm all about passion for stories and honesty in my industry. And I tweeted back at him. I want to go into my Twitter here. Sorry, we're all on our phones. This is very disrespectful for you, the audience who are here.
I have just made a Twitter.
And I'm following Ricky on Twitter.
What's your Twitter? No, save it for the end. We'll finally announce.
This
is the big day announcement where we finally get to say what Ricky's Twitter handle is because he hasn't had a Twitter before. All right, so I tweeted back at him.
Oh wait, let me make a nice little Twitter name.
So I tweeted at him, I don't know if a stoner action movie is quite original to the eyes of the general public. Good luck on your TV shows. Because here's the thing.
Wait, what'd he say?
Because he thinks his movie is an original idea. What was a stoner action movie that came out that was pretty well liked?
Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express.
That movie is amazing.
Huh.
Was American Ultra a stoner film?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was about, like, how this stoner was a sleeper agent.
I have not seen this movie.
Yeah. And the ads were like, okay. There wasn't anything, like, exceptional
All
about
I remember was Jesse Eisenberg shooting people and crying.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much every movie he's in.
Really?
Sweet.
I mean, wasn't
that
zombie...
Facebook movie took a weird turn, didn't it?
That's the sequel.
How do I...
So... I don't know how your fucking Twitter works. Okay, so you're gonna go. We're gonna teach Ricky how tweets work.
I'm 50 years old. I've never seen.
Okay, Grandpa, what you're gonna do here? You're gonna go home. You're gonna. How does your phone work?
That's how I write one.
You write one, and then you write. You do. At
up to my. You put Oli.
Up.
Oli to my knees.
I love this.
Knees. And then right.
Yeah. And then write whatever the fuck you want to write.
Would you like some warm milk with that? Huh? Huh? Because he's being a whiny bitch and he needs to go to bed. Complicated insult. Huh?
Very obscure insult.
Huh? Take that. That's my first thing on Twitter.
Okay, all right, our next piece of news. Sorry, I just wanted to talk about that because it's been happening a lot recently, and you need to know that just because you do one good movie, doesn't mean that you are a fucking god and that, you know, everything you do is going to be, you know, amazingly awesome. All right?
Stupid.
All right? It's just.
No, it makes perfect sense.
I could probably list, like, not right now, but there are probably other examples of, like, Transformers doing better than a really good film. You know?
Yeah, but that still doesn't give him the right to do what he's doing. He's just being a really annoying whiny bitch, and I don't like it.
Do you think Edgar Wright, after Scott Pilgrim didn't do amazing, went on Twitter and was like...
Are you Hunter Recon? No? That's not you, right?
That's just something.
Shout out to Hunter Recon who says our stream sucks. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, really?
Would you like some warm milk with that?
Okay. I'm lying to you. You don't need to see it. It's right there.
Everyone's always lying.
Thank you for saying our stream sucks. How do you think we should improve it? Leave in the comments below.
Thank you.
So...
I know what I'm writing.
I just wanted to go on that tyrant because how the Shimoda would put it, privileged white Americans. No, I'm a white American, but I am privileged.
Correction, how the Shimoda would put it, timeout corner.
Timeout corner.
No.
Yeah, she's doing that right now. She's a teacher. She's teaching right now.
Whoa!
Yeah, okay, so...
Whoa! What was that?
Our next piece of news comes from GameSpot. Star Wars Rogue One Stormtrooper helmet revealed. Actor Donnie Yen posts image of new Star Wars headgear. Dan Audie writes, following the first official image from the upcoming Star Wars spin-off Rogue One last week, another image has emerged, this time presented by actor Donnie Yen. The Hong Kong action star posted a picture on Instagram that showcases 3 helmets, together with the message, "I am the Force, and I fear nothing." Going to put this in my company's display room. And we've got 3 really cool looking helmets. We've got the classic Stormtrooper helmet, and then to the left of it, we have like this really weird, almost like biker black helmet, and then to the right of it, we have like a sand trooper helmet. And I will leave that in the chat for you to look at. Very cool stuff.
The front of this one looks like the front of
It's almost like a gas mask right here too. If you see those,
it looks like they took like the design. Yeah, like they almost took the design for it off of a TIE Fighter.
No, you know what it looks like?
Or the front of Anakin's little thing, his little in Revenge of the Sith.
Oh
yeah. His like.
You know what it looks like?
I love
it
the
looks
one
like a
on
TIE
the
Defender. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, there you go. Accurate. I love the one all the way to the right. That one's sick.
Rogue One is the first of the planned spin-off films that will run alongside the ongoing saga movies. Set before the original 77 Star Wars, it's directed by Godzilla's Gareth Edwards and will focus on a group of mercenaries who are hired to capture the plans to the Death Star. Cool thing, if you know me from the Kinda Funny community, you know that Kinda Funny, they're friends with Gary Whitta, who is writing the film. And they had him on recently on their Game Over Greggy show, if you want to check that out. Really cool dude, very grounded. He, of course, couldn't talk about the fucking movie whatsoever, but if you want to know where that guy comes from and learn about him and how he got the job, you can go check that out. So our next piece of news, we got to wrap up here soon. We got 4 more stories.
My tummy aching.
Now I don't really want to talk about this again. I'm not that big of a Metal Gear guy, but I do want to just mention over on GameSpot. I'll also put this link in the chat that if you want to watch the very last Hideo Kojima trailer for Metal Gear Solid, you should go check that out. But also on GameSpot, Eddie writes that watch Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain Episode 1 playthrough. See Greg Miller from Kinda Funny Games play through the stealth action game's first chapter. Now, a lot of people, and I wanted to bring this up because a lot of people were very upset that they got the game early and they're streaming it. And are you thinking about that dog's butt? What are you?
This is the title of The Phantom Pain Episode 1. Star Wars. It's like who typed this and was just like, yep, that's the title.
So I just want to bring that up because they're doing Let's Plays are going up every day now, and Phantom Pain still isn't out until September 1st, which has me worried because I feel like Mad Max won't do as well. Just with sales, and I want that company to do well.
Yeah.
But I think this might be a good comparison to like sort of Fallout and
Tomb
Raider. But not as big, you know? Because Fallout's fucking Fallout. Everybody's going to buy that.
Yeah.
But to a lesser extent, I think it's still that sort of same relationship.
Well, Metal Gear Solid is like, it's one of the biggest names in game, but it's still very much a niche title.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I think a new Mad Max game is still like sort of... It's got to prove itself, you know? Yeah. It has a little help for, of course, because the movie was really good. But
has there been any... There hasn't been a Mad Max game at all, has there?
I don't know.
Probably one for like the ColecoVision.
It's like one of those things where like you'd think they'd make a game out of that because of like Twisted Metal and stuff like that.
I bet you there's a Road Warrior game for like the SNES.
But just what I wanted to bring up is a lot of people were mad like you guys are gonna spoil the game and all of this stuff, and then how they responded to that is that they've sort of took the volume like really low and they're basically just talking throughout the whole time just while playing it. They're not doing really any story stuff. They're just showing you how the game plays, just taking down different like non-story related stuff. Yeah. And then people are bitching and moaning now. Why are you guys talking over the cutscenes and all this stuff? It's like
so you can
so you don't have the game spoiled for you, dude.
Yeah.
Like
people are divisive within themselves.
Yeah. Three more pieces of news. 2 of them are not really news, but it's something I did want to bring up. I'm going to list every single song confirmed for Rock Band 4 so far.
You know this is my shit, right?
Yeah.
Over on GameSpot, Eddie writes, Rock Band 4 developer Harmonix today announced 10 more songs for the upcoming music game, bringing the total number of confirmed tracks to 50. We've now collected these songs into one master list, so I'm just going to read them off. 38 Special, Cut Up in You, 4 Non-Blondes, What's Up, Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic, Arctic Monkeys, Arabella, Avenged Sevenfold, Hail to the King, Benjamin Booker, Violent Shiver, Cake, Short Skirt, Long Jacket. I didn't know that was Cake.
Yeah.
Banana.
That was like my mom's jam, and I fucking hated it because she played it all the time.
I love that song.
Disturbed,
I
Prayer.
don't like jam on cake.
Dream Theater, Metropolis Part 1. Duck and Cover, Knock 'Em Down. Eddie Japan's Albert. Elvis Presley's Suspicious Minds.
The name of the song's
awesome.
Albert.
Yeah.
Fall Out Boys, Centuries.
Wait, what song did we say is awesome?
Elvis Presley's
Oh, yeah.
Suspicious Minds.
Fleetwood Mac's You Make Lovin' Fun. Foo Fighters, The Feast
Yes,
and the
they do.
Famine. Hailstorms, I Miss the Misery. Hearts, Kick It Out. Heaven's Basements, I Am Electric. Jack White's Lazaretto.
Why?
Judas Priest's
Halls of
Tales
Valhalla.
of
Yeah.
Valhalla. Lightning Bolts, Dream Genie, Little Big Towns, Little White Shirts, Live, Live,
Little Big Town, Little
however the fuck you pronounce that, Live or Live.
Live.
All Over You. Lucius's Turn It Around. Mark Ronson feat Bruno Mars's Uptown Funk, which is bullshit. Ozzy Osbourne's Miracle Man, Paramore, Still Into You, Queens of the Stone Age, My God is the Sun, Rick Derringer's Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, Rush's A Passage to Bangkok, Scandals, The Warrior, Scorpions, No One Likes You, Sly
No one
Diggs,
likes you.
No one like you.
No One Like You, there you go.
No one likes you.
Scorpions.
Sly Diggs, Light the Fuse,
That
Soul
song doesn't
Remnants,
exist.
Dead Black, Soundgarden's
Super unknown.
Super Unknown,
Nice.
thank you. Spin Doctors, Little Miss Can't Be Wrong,
Who also followed me on Twitter, the lead singer of Spin Doctors.
St. Vincent's, Birth in Reverse, System of a Down, Spiders, The
Yeah.
Black Keys, Fever,
Cool.
The Both, Milwaukee, The Cure's Friday I'm in Love, The Killers, Somebody Told Me, The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, The Impression That I Did,
Oh.
The Outfield's Your Love, The Proto Men Light Up the Night, The Who's, The Seeker, Tawana Sweethearts,
Tijuana.
Pistol Whipped, Van Halen Panama,
Yeah. Panama.
Van Morrison's Brown Eyed Girl, White Denim,
Panama.
At Night in Dreams.
Panama.
Very unexcitingly.
Panama.
Other than
Yeah, like-
Elvis Presley,
Van
and
Morrison.
Van Morrison, Mighty
Is it
Mighty
Cure?
Boss Tones.
The Cure.
I hate that song.
Well, yeah, because everybody fucking plays it like
Yeah.
over and over again, but you gotta give it credit.
I do like
it's a
that
good.
they-
It's like American Idiot.
Yeah.
I
No.
like how the only two songs they have by The Cure and Rock Band now are That and Just Like Heaven. The two songs that sound exactly the same.
Yeah. So,
Panama.
and then over GameSpot also did one
You know the
for
rest.
Guitar Hero, but I'm not gonna list that because that was very tiring, and it's also 100 songs for Guitar Hero right now.
You
So
know
I'll
the
just
rest of
leave
this video is just us going to be saying Panama randomly, right?
I'm over it. I'm not doing it.
So if you're watching this on Twitch Live, you can also I just put a link in for the Guitar Hero Live tracks. We'll just scroll through it.
Oh no!
I'll just say ones that are off-putting. A Day to Remember's right back at it again. Anthrax, just in general. Architects. Can we, just not? Asking Alexandria, the final episode.
How about no?
Oh God!
The Black Veil Brides in the end. It doesn't even matter.
You have to put a the. You have to put a the in front of everything you're mentioning.
Yeah. The Bliss
Blinks.
Kids.
The Blinks.
The Blink 182, The Rock Show. Bob Dylan, Thunder on the Mountain, which is cool.
That's unexpected.
Bring Me the Horizon, Shadow Moses.
The Lazy Song in Calvin Harris.
Bruno Mars is the lazy song. Like, that's got to be like the first song you play. Like,
Yeah.
really. Carrie Underwood in general. Why?
Oh, Disturbed, Down with the Sickness. What a surprise!
The Sickness.
Da Sickness.
Ed
Sheeran.
Sheeran. Fall Out Boy. My songs. Know What You Did in the Dark. You touched yourself. Green Day's two most similar songs toward each other and just very...
God.
Lust for Life, like every game.
Nuclear Family and American Idiot.
You guys could have put any Iggy Pop song.
Are you gonna be my girl for the 5th time?
I do like that they put Breaking the Law, though.
Breaking the law, breaking the law. Washing the dog, washing the dog.
I also appreciate this song.
Kings of Leon, yeah.
That's a good song.
The
Korn.
Killers.
Yes.
Can we just stop with the killer songs
Yeah.
on these games?
You know I'm gonna skip them every time. You know I'm gonna be playing Career and just stop when I get there.
Disposable Teens.
My Chemical Romance, no. Neon Trees, no. Of Mice and Men, no.
Panic at the Disco?
No. That song is awful, too. Like, I generally like that new album, but Girls, Girls, Boys is a terrible song.
Pantera, though.
Paramore, no.
Oh God, like
Passion Pit.
we need another Pearl Jam song on here.
Rage Against the Machine, I will always just defend because you can't
Yeah.
not be fucking pumped.
There are 2 songs.
The Rolling Stones Painted Black again, which is weird because you like I would accept that if like Painted Black was on like Rock Band or Rock Band 2
And
or
then
something.
they started
But Painted Black was literally on Guitar Hero 3.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's Jack.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Jake and Jack must be happy about Royal Blood being on there.
Who
Skrillex.
the fuck is Royal Blood?
I have no idea. It's some band.
They're this
that-
drum bass combination.
That sounds awful.
Not drum and
TV
bass.
on the radio, which is
Good.
cool. Tenacious D Tribute, which is awesome.
Nice.
The Strokes, meh.
Oh God, Trivium. Who are you trying to piss off?
Me.
Weezer's Buddy Holly, which
I
I'm
love
so
that
glad.
song, bud.
I'm so glad it's not My Name Is Jonas because that song drives me fucking insane.
Yeah. How?
Wait. I'm riding on the wall. Thunder kissing. 1960.
What are we doing? Consumers ask us, "What are you guys doing?" We are listing the songs that are confirmed for Guitar Hero Live
And making fun of them.
and making fun of them because none of them.
Oh, Panama.
Jesus Christ! Can we just end the show now?
Panama. Snoop.
Now, the last piece of news that we're going to talk about is a little uplifting because, as you guys know, when Konami revealed the box art for Metal Gear Solid, the name of Hideo Kojima was not on the box.
all right.
So over at IGN, the last piece of news that we have today, and a little uplifting, Australian store adds Kojima's name back to Metal Gear Solid 5.
That's the best fucking.
But it's only a sticker. I'll leave the link in for the chat so you can see this awesome thing that these guys did. It was super like 90s sort of style of they just put like if you go into like any sort of convenience store, like a local convenience store, they got like their own like little written things that they've made. If you've ever walked into like a Rasputin or a whatever,
Yeah.
they just have like written a Hideo Kojima game, which is fucking awesome, which is totally like a fuck you to Konami. Just like you gotta give this guy credit because you guys are gonna be irrelevant in the gaming sphere once he leaves.
Yeah.
Now they still got all of their stuff in
just keep showing up.
with because they have a lot of other stuff that they do in Japan.
Yeah.
But after Kojima leaves, like Konami is gonna be fucking irrelevant.
It's over.
They did.
And that was the last piece of news
He did.
for today.
All right.
Very, very interesting news. And thank you for joining us here today to talk about the news that was going on, much like National Dog Day and my poops. And if you like that, keep coming back to twitch.tv/BzG every Wednesday at 12:15 p.m. Pacific time every week, except, of course, right when I say this, except next week. Our good tech guy, Seven, which you can reach on Twitter at 7Morse if you have any tech questions. Our tech guy who sets up all of this cool stuff, makes us look pretty, gives us nice sound to make us look good, or make us sound good.
Yep.
He is going to be out of town next week, so next week we are going to record an episode of BzG News, which you'll be able to check out later that Saturday on youtube.com/BzG. So until 2 weeks from now, which will be our next live show, you can check us out on YouTube. You can also reach us on Twitter at BzG. You can tweet at me at BananalerChong. You can tweet Henry at HenrySource. And Ricky, what is your Twitter handle?
My username, is that what that is?
No,
Yeah,
the
so yeah, that.
Oh, so Baldazon96.
Very uninteresting. Thank you.
I didn't think it through.
What a basic bitch. He didn't
trying-
have Twitter and he's a basic bitch. He has Twitter and he's still a basic bitch.
I'm gonna try to change it.
You can't.
You can't?
No, you
Right?
can.
Oh, you can?
You can.
I've tried it before and I can't find it.
I will
guess
change it and make it interesting, but for now it is my last name, 96.
Because you're a basic bitch.
Very boring.
And if you like Ricky being a basic bitch, or if you're watching on YouTube, you can like the video, subscribe to our channel, check out the rest of the stuff that we're doing. If you're watching this live and you're watching this later on YouTube, I'm going to recommend a couple other things that we're doing right now. Every Monday, an episode of Quick Reviews goes up. You don't know what Quick Reviews is? We come in, we do quick reviews on shit that we've listened to, watched, played, whatever.
We start running trains on shit.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have a topic-based talk show called Talking Shit go up, where one of us brings in a topic of discussion. We talk some shit about it. And every Friday, we have a Let's Play that goes up if you want to check those out. So, check all of that out wherever you're watching this. And until next time, have a great day full of Snoop Doggy Dogg.
And and now you know where we're going next. Panama.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, thank you for tuning in. Until next time, have a good one, guys.
Panama.